Hey. It's been a while. Hi. Hey. Huh? Welcome back to my channel. Oh, not the toilet. Yes, hi, hello. I won't keep you long. We are going to get into part 2 of getting my hands tattooed. This is the first one. If you haven't seen that one, go ahead and check it out. I'll also link it up top here if you want to click on it. But just to get you up to speed, the idea behind these tattoos is a tribute to my kitty cats. I saw this video of a girl getting this exact thing done with her cat, fell in love with the concept, and here we are. So yes, I do already have one of them done. This one is of my kitty cat Sailor, and the second one is going to be for my other kitty cat. I have 2 cats, and I have 2 hands. The math is there, it only makes sense. So let's get into hand number 2. Okay, cat number 2. This is my little baby Sophie. She's actually the first pet that I've ever had. I got her when I was in grade 11. You kind of know this process now. She showed me the stencil that she had made up. We figured out the right placement, what part she had to cut, what part she had to kind of like stencil in herself, and then we got to it. Again, I just love the studio. I think it is so cute with its quirky little pieces of artwork everywhere, and it's just a great distraction when you're doing something like getting tattooed. I also got these done a good few months ago now. I think this was like partially through April. And yes, that is full-on snow in April. I live in Newfoundland, Canada. Our winters are very long and very treacherous. I really do appreciate just how like perfectionist this artist is. Again, Fratelka, check her out. She is like, she needs it to be perfect. For me, that's such a big green flag if they're willing to go above and beyond to make sure that their work is correct, which it should be that way anyways. But in getting tattooed a bunch and from a lot of different people, that is not a standard, so. Here's how the stencil was looking. And of course, I had matcha for this appointment. As we can see from my face, yes, again, very painful, especially around certain spots like the knuckles where your fingers bend. It's, it wasn't exactly pleasant, but at least this time I knew what I was getting myself into and I was a little bit more prepared in that sense. I didn't film as much of the process for this one as I did the first one. I just thought including a full in-depth breakdown of both of the tattoos would be kind of redundant or boring because it's literally the same process, just 2 different designs. So again, she does the stencil, which is like the outline, if you will. Then she goes in with the shading or like filling in those outlines. And once it's all filled in, she'll then go over some spots that she thinks will heal kind of funny or might need some extra ink. And yeah, that's getting a tattoo. Here was the final product. When I say I am obsessed, oh my god, I am obsessed. Of course, she absolutely killed it. I love how you can fully see my cat's face in them, but of course, upon first glance, it's just kind of like an abstract piece of art. Obsessed. I am so happy that I decided to do this. And I mean, it wasn't even like a decision. Like, to me, it felt like I almost had to do this. It is a very specific, weird tattoo that I have wanted for years, that I have planned to get on my body for years, and an artist that specifies in this exact thing that has done actual cats before, moved to my local hometown, which is a little tiny island off of Canada. Like, come on, tell me that is not meant to be. I am going to get into a real-time update of what they're looking like now, talk about the healing process itself, but before that, I thought that I would include this little section showing how I had to wrap my hands. I would usually use Tegaderm. It's actually a medical product called Second Skin as well. You put it on top and it sort of acts like a second skin while it heals, but for your hands, of course, you can't do that because they're just being used so much more and like you have to wash your hands. When it came to wrapping them, my artist gave me all of the supplies that I needed because again, she's fantastic. We love her. I would take this sterile pad and I would pretty much cut a bigger rectangle and then 3 smaller strips. I would then cut a bunch of long pieces of tape just to have them sort of ready. Initially, I would wrap that bigger piece around the main part of my hand and my wrist, secure it with some of that tape like around the wrist area itself, peel back the part that was covering the bulk of my actual hand, and then take each of those little strips that I had cut out and wrap those around the 3 fingers that were tattooed. Oh, I was also using Aquaphor. I love using Aquaphor for tattoos. I put a nice nice thick layer of Aquaphor on that first, and then I went on to this process. She did this for me the first time, which is how I learned how to do it. After like 4 to 6 hours, you take the bandage off, wash it, rebandage it. So this was me during the second one doing my at-home thing. I would kind of wrap the top of the fingers as well. That's what my artist had done, and to me it's like the best way to keep the finger like securely wrapped and away from germs. Once all the fingers were wrapped, I would then peel that initial piece over top of them, wrap the meaty part of my hand and kind of like up around my knuckles so that, you know, again, nothing can really get into those areas. And she also gave me some of this, I have no idea what it's called, but it's what they use to wrap around the gun as well. It's like a sticky sort of mesh. It kind of like secures the bandage tighter around your skin, and it wraps to itself. That stuff was great, especially the fact that she gave me some of that was really great. And yeah, that's how you wrap a hand tattoo, or at least that's how I learned to wrap a hand tattoo. Okay, now we're gonna get into the healing process, what they're currently looking like. And for continuity purposes, here's the other hand. Two things. This is for. Two things. First of all, a grave mistake I made in the last video was not moisturizing at all before filming the whole thing. So it did look super ashy and like faded, and like it really just did not heal very dark. Not the case. I just have really dry skin and I hate the feeling of moisturizer with such a burning passion that I neglect it and literally didn't think to do it before filming the fucking here it is, video for you guys. So they did look a little crusty. That's on me. When I'm properly moisturized, they look the exact same as the day I got them done. So that's one thing. The second thing, you might notice some additional ink on a few fingers here. AKA, how do I do this? AKA my thumbs and my pinkies. I did go in for a touch-up. Complimentary, of course. Again, we love Miss Fertalica. And at the same time, I was feeling like the digits that had no ink, they were too naked. They were missing out on the fun. They looked so barren. I'm being dramatic. I think I just really prefer my hands now. I've said this before about other tattoos and tattooing in general. For me personally, I end up liking that body part a lot more when I see artwork on it. My hands, which are not something that I really love about myself or didn't love about myself, seeing them with the tattoo, it's like I'm not even looking at my hand, I'm looking at the tattoo, the artwork. In saying all that, something was like, I want a little bit more. I want more ink. It is addictive as hell. If you get tattooed, you know what I mean. It was a really quick session and she was also training someone, or like they were shadowing her. I can't remember what the terminology is. Because of that, I didn't really film a whole lot. She literally just like free-handed this artwork on there and it looks beautiful, gorgeous. Again, a talented lady. A couple little more tidbits, points I'd like to bring up. So this one, the one on my right hand, is obviously much more abstract than this one. That just has to do with my literal cat's fur patterns. Sailor is a tabby, so her fur pattern is super defined. However, my little babe Soph, she's a tortoiseshell cat. She does not have a very distinct fur pattern. She does have some defining features around her face. She has some very distinct marks, like around her lip and around her nose, but overall her pattern is very just kind of wayward. So of course the artist had to kind of like play around with that a little bit more. It's asymmetrical. This is obviously mirrored, this is not. This looks much more random and almost like something could be missing if you don't know what it is. I like that. I wanted that. I want these tattoos to be like, what the fuck am I looking at? And then you can find the cat within it. Another thing, I've seen a few comments on here and on my TikTok of people being like, why is it upside down? Your tattoo's upside down. Why is it upside down? It's not. No, it's not. I want to be able to look at my own cats. Why am I getting an abstract cat pattern for a stranger to look at who's never seen my cats before when I can look at them and see that that's my cats? Like, why would I do it the other way? There's these weird arbitrary rules, people, especially, I'm better than everybody with my tattoos, blah, blah, blah. Like, people like that piss me the fuck off. Why are you making rules about the ink that I'm putting on my goddamn body? Huh? I don't know. I'm sure that there can be rules for certain tattoos if you're like getting it for certain meanings, sure. But like, the average person just getting tattoos for their own person, their own body, why are you gonna tell me that I'm doing it wrong? I'm doing it how I want to do it. Like, I think I just get really fired up when people are telling me that I'm doing something wrong when it's like, it doesn't affect you at all. Why do you give a fuck if my tattoo is one way or the other? And I've come across this before with tattoos that I have. I have two lady faces. One of them is right here, as you can see, right? And she's looking inward. She's looking inward up at me. It's not that I purposely was like, I want her to be looking at me, but like, that's how I preferred that to look on my arm. The artist showed me both ways. I liked this way better. I also have it on the back of my leg. I really don't want to prop myself up to try and show you that, but I will insert a couple of pictures of it. Oh, let me just get resituated here. I'm gonna have to open this. I need some airflow, y'all. Hi! Little Sophie's just staring at me right now. She's also not little. She's a big girl. She's so cute. It actually hurts. I'm in the middle of red nose. Please ignore all the crap around. Sophie! Oh, what you doing? Oh, you're so cute. What are you doing? Are you the cutest girl? What, are you feeling crazy? I could tell she's feeling crazy. Are you feeling crazy? Sorry, I'm the most annoying with my animals. I mean, hence getting them tattooed on my body forever. Back to what I was saying. Both of them are looking at me, which apparently is a big faux pas. Editing me here. That is misinformation. The rule is it's supposed to be facing inward towards your heart. Facing outwards is like the faux pas. So I guess the one on the back of my leg is the one that's wrong, and the one that's on my arm is the one that's fine. And that's on a bad memory. I think just in general, when people are commenting on something as personal as a tattoo, mind your business. Mind your business. Unless I'm asking for the feedback, which I mean, I guess I kind of did. In the last one, I was like, let me know your thoughts on it. I shouldn't complain. I'm the one putting myself out here on the internet, aren't I? What you say? If you want to believe that tattoo rules exist, you do you. But don't tell me mine are wrong. You can tell me you don't like it. You can tell me you think it's ugly. You can tell me you think it looks whatever. But don't tell me I'm doing something wrong or that I'm incorrect. We're gonna move on and wrap this video up. As I also mentioned in the last video, the healing process for hands is challenging. Even when I got the touch-up, it was like 2 or 3 weeks ago now, and it's still not fully healed in spots. Like, that's still raised. My thumb, my pinkies are both still raised because they're fresh. Healing can be hard, and it takes a lot longer than you anticipate, and it probably is a tattoo that you will have to get touched up. As I said, when I do actually moisturize, they look completely fresh, completely brand new, especially since the touch-up. There's like a couple spots around some of the knuckles that were a bit wonky, and they're just, well, they're perfect now. I did also see a couple of comments, people like, why don't you wear gloves? And it's like, those can also be incredibly drying to your hands. And it's one of those things that like you think you're being better with germs because you think that like they're fully protected, but you get a little tiny hole in them from doing daily activities that you don't notice. Even if you put a band around it, say it lifts up for a certain thing, something slides up underneath there, then the whole area can have that bacteria. And if you think that you're just being super safe by this like one step, you're not going to be as conscious, as cautious, either of those C words. You're not going to be as weary of what you're doing or as diligent washing it because you think that you're just like set. I just saw a lot of 2 cents chiming in of people that clearly have not gone through this process, and I'm sure a lot of things seem like, duh, why wouldn't you do that on the outside? There's reasons behind everything. Anyways, I'm going to blow up this video here now. Like I said, these aren't like 100% healed from the touch-up. What I'm gonna do is make another video once they are healed and do a little tattoo tour. I've had a couple of people ask if I would do that. I mean, I'm not like head to toe covered, but I've built up a nice little collection now. So if that interests you, you know what to do. 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 If you liked it, you know, there's a button that can show that. And yeah, if you don't want to do any of those things, that's cool too. I really appreciate you hanging out with me for this time being. I hope you enjoyed or got something else of value from this video. One of the little girls just joined me. She's a very skittish little baby girl. This is my Sailor Bean. Little Sailor Bean, say hi. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, it's okay. What you say? Very affectionate, but on her terms. And you know what, I respect that. I respect that. Thanks again for hanging out. She's feeling cons. She's more than proud. Everybody glitter running down a house to top. Everybody waiting for a single to drop. Look at her when they wanna see what's hot. Bye! Heels broke, but her legs still looking. Why does my face always sweat so much? It's always just my fucking face. Well, I mean my ass crack too, but we don't need to discuss that. I've never seen a diamond in the flesh. Ugh, my face needs to stop sweating. Cut my teeth on wedding rings in the movies. Is that the lyrics? Oh my goodness, my color's all out of whack. Sweating already? Jesus, jumping Murphy Joseph. I cut my teeth on wedding rings? That doesn't sound right. She got away.